Welcome to the Boxing Bookie. We are back, and we made some money again on the best card, the biggest card ever. I gave y'all two locks. Both of them came through, the lock of the week, and then I gave y'all another one that I like that includes Shakur Stevenson by stoppage, and that hit as well. So welcome. I want to give a shout out to my boy Kyle Hayden with the $20 super chat. Appreciate you, Kyle. Thanks for the picks and the lock. One of the greatest cards ever in more ways than one. Kyle, appreciate the super chat. Thank you so much for that. $20. Greatly appreciated, guys. Remember to tip out your gambling advisor. He's making you money. He's working hard for you. He's putting out these videos. Super chats and Cash App are available. You can see below. Appreciate y'all. Appreciate you, Kyle. All right. Let's get, guys. Also, if you are not getting the lock of the week, y'all need to get the lock of the week. You guys have to head over to patreon.com. That's patreon.com and join the Patreon. Get the lock of the week. Get Ask the Bookie. Anything. Get direct access to the Discord. In the Discord, there was a point in the fight after the sixth round where Bivol was plus 180 on the money line. And I advised everyone in the Discord to go bet on Bivol at plus 180 on the money line. Bet on Bivol at plus 180. If you bet on that, you made some money. So the Discord is the best way that I can interact with you guys live. I can interact in the Discord. I can get you live props, live up-to-date betting. And it's just a great way to keep in contact with the community. We can go over bets. We can go over props. We can go over a lot of things, guys. So join the Patreon, just $5 a month. It gets the lock of the week. And I gave you guys, if you're in the Patreon, I gave you the lock of the week and a second parlay that also hit. And that was a plus money parlay. So that came through. So guys, after you head over to carnivalbar.com. That's carnivalbar.com. Use promo code BOXING at checkout to save. What did I just do? Hang on. Head over to carnivalbar.com. Use promo code BOXING at checkout to save 10%. That's promo code BOXING at checkout to save 10%. It's a meal in your pocket. It's the world's only high-fat, grass-finished beef bar that replaces the meal while on the move and stores for years. Get your travel autonomy and freedom back. That's carnivalbar.com. The nutrition of a steak, the convenience of a bar, carnivalbar.com. All right. Before we get into all the chats and all the messages, I just want to review the card real quick because it was a really good card. It was a long day of boxing. Now I got to go watch a long day of basketball after I do this. And I'm going to bring you guys tonight. I'm going to bring y'all. I'm going to do those Japanese cards. I feel like I need to do the Nakatani card, so we're not going to do it. Nakatani's going to win. All right. So you can bet safely on Nakatani. The other fight, the Higa and Susumi fight, is interesting. It's really, really interesting. So we're going to bet on that as well. All right, I want to get into a couple of things here. Hang on. Let me see something real quick. All right. Hamza Steerad. I wanted to start with, well, first off, let's I'm gonna take a couple polls. Let's take a couple of polls. Let's take a couple of polls. I scored the fight. I'm gonna be honest with you. I scored the fight 116, 112 for Better Beef. I know I'm gonna be in a minority, but I want y'all's take on this. Hang on one second. I'm gonna get a poll going. I want everyone to jump in the poll real quick. Let's take the poll. All right, so the poll question is gonna be real simple. I'm gonna make it real simple. Start a poll. Who won on your card? Bivol? Better BF? Draw. All right, guys, take the poll. Take the poll. It is listed in the poll. It's good to have everyone in here. Let's get started. We did all of our commercials. I'm going to bet on this. I had better BF winning. But I want to hear from you guys. I know I'm going to be in a minority here. I know you guys had Bivol winning, and that's fine. Kyle says, I thought Bivol won by a round or two. Better be won like 4 straight and then fold. I wanted to tell you guys how I had it. I'm going to give you the rounds that I had for better BF. All right. I scored rounds. I thought it was, I scored rounds. The first round I scored for Bivol. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So the next 6 rounds, 2 through 7, I scored for better BF. 8, 9, 10, I scored for Bivol. 11 and 12, I scored for better BF. So just to reiterate, 1, Bivol, 2 through 7, better beef, 8 through 10, Bivol, 11 and 12, better beef, 8 to 4, better beef, 116, 112, better beef. That's how I had it. Again, I am comfortable and confident knowing that I am going to be in the minority here. I know that's not how you guys had it scored. I appreciate that. I love that. I'm not trying to sweat anyone. I'm just telling you that's what my scorecard said. I even give you the rounds that I scored for better BF. I had Adames, but I'm not mad at the draw. At least Adames kept his belt. Yeah, that was an interesting fight. I want to get into this, Sagu. Again, this is going to be unpopular. I had it 115, 113, Hamza Shiraz. I don't have the round, but I remember having it 115, 113 Shiraz. I thought this was a very difficult fight to score. I thought there could be wide scorecards, and there were. The scorecards were all over 118, 110, and then the other two 115, 114, 114, 114. Very, very close. Very, very close. If you had Adames winning, I understand that. I thought Hamza Shiraz could have won this fight. I felt there was a point in the fight, probably starting in the 5th round, 5th round or so, where Hamza Shiraz was no longer looking to win the fight. He was simply looking to do enough to win a round, right? And then the next round, he was just trying to win the round. And he was no longer trying to win a world title. He was trying to win a round. That's not how a 12-round fight works. You have to be in it to win the fight. And I didn't see that with him. I thought he didn't like Adames' power. I don't think he liked being in exchanges with Adames. And something seemed to change. And he could potentially forever regret this, because who knows if he ever gets. He probably will. Look, Hamza Shiraz will probably get a world title. But this was a great opportunity. In a fighter, I think he was better than. And I think in a lot of ways, he gave the opportunity away. And it's an opportunity that you don't know if you're ever going to get again. He probably will. But who knows what the future holds, right? Who knows? He got an opportunity to win a world title. And I think that he let it slip. I still had him winning. I was texting with Muscles live during the fight, where I was texting live with Muscles. And I said, he might win the fight this way, but he's letting it slip and he's leaving it to chance. And it went to a draw. I thought home cooking, he may get this decision. He didn't. I don't feel bad for him. I did have him up 115, 113, but again, this was an extremely difficult fight to score. This is not a robbery either way. I thought Shiraz was just trying to score the jab enough, hit a counter shot here and there. Not really get into a firefight, and it's not like Shiraz is feather-fisted. He's heavy-handed as hell. He could hurt Adames if he lands, and it just seemed like he just, in his head, okay, I land a couple jabs here, I'm up on the round, I'm winning the round, I don't want to give it back to him. And his corner, kudos to them, was not content with that. They wanted him to go out and win a world title. And he seemed to want to win rounds. I think they'll do the fight again. So I don't think, look, it is a big deal. I don't want to say it's not a big deal. He gave up his chance at a world title. He let a world title slip, I should say. That sucks. What if, well, I'm not going to get into what if. I thought after the beginning of that fight, after he tasted Adames' power, and he's never tasted power and athleticism like Adames. he no longer wanted to win the fight. He wanted to try to do enough to win the round. And it's that's not how you win a world title. Not against a world-class fighter. And Adames is a world-class fighter. Adames looked really good, and Shiraz looked really bad. I agree with this take. And that being said, it was still a draw. Like, and to me, it was a drawish fight. Like, if you had, I had it 115, 113 Shiraz. Sean Porter had it for Shiraz. The rest of the DAZN crew had it for Adames. Look, if you had it for Adames, that's fine. If you had it 116, 112 for Adames, that's fine, right? If you had it 117, 111, that's probably okay. It was a very difficult fight to score with rounds that you could score either way depending on what you're looking for. I had it for Shiraz. I have no problem with someone having it for Adames or a draw. So I thought Bivol won the fight, won the first 3 out of. Really? All right. I only gave him the first. Yeah, they were close rounds. And again, I don't think this was. Look, here's the thing I would say. If you said to me, one of these, I scored the fight for Beterbiev and Hamza. If you said which one of these guys more deserved to win, I would say Beterbiev. I thought Beterbiev won the fight. I thought he dominated that middle portion, that 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And I thought he won the last 2 rounds. I had this thing tightening up on my card. 7 was a toss-up round, and I think 2 was my other toss-up round. I gave them both to Bivol, both to Beterbiev. If you flip both of them, you have a draw. Okay, like I can live with a draw. 8-4 Beterbiev. 8-4 Bivol. I don't see that. I can see a draw. I can see 8-4 Beterbiev. I thought 1 was a Bivol round, 2 toss-up round, 3, 4, 5, 6 Beterbiev rounds, 7 toss-up round, 8, 9, 10 Bivol, 11, 12 Beterbiev. That's how I saw it. So I can get 6-6, 8-4. I gave the 2 toss-up rounds to Beterbiev. Now, on my lock, I picked Bivol, so I looked smart. Just like in the first fight, I picked Bivol. I picked Beterbiev and thought Bivol won. This time I picked Bivol and thought Beterbiev won, but both times on my locks, both times on my videos, I got the right winner, even though I don't think they won. So, that's how close these fights are. These fights, if you walk away from this fight saying Bivol's definitely better than Beterbiev, you're wrong. Just like if you walked away from the first fight saying, oh, Beterbiev is definitely better than Bivol, you're still wrong. These fights are so hard to score. And I want to talk about Beterbiev. He's thrown all these punches, all this, and he doesn't tire, he doesn't slow, he keeps coming at you for 12 rounds. He's 40 years old. 40 years old. There's something not right about him. I'm not saying he's on steroids, but he's taking something. I'm just saying what it is. Like, let's be painfully obvious about this. You don't look like that at 40. 40. You don't fight like that at 40. Adames just outworked him. Yeah, he out-hustled him. I thought, if you're looking at ring generalship, who's controlling the center of the ring, who's controlling the fight, I thought that was Shiraz. Look, if you scored it for Adames, I understand why. I get why. You scored it on aggression. You probably thought his aggression was a little bit more effective than I thought it was. So you gave the round to Adames. I preferred Shiraz's ring generalship. I thought him working behind the jab, scoring, popping the jab was enough to carry the round. But that was my point. He's leaving it in doubt. He had so many chances where he'd double up a jab and kind of snap Adames back, or he'd land the right hand and freeze Adames. Follow up. And this is what I mean by not trying to win the fight, just trying to win the round. Like, okay, I scored a nice right hand. That's good. I'm up in the round. Let me not give that lead back now. You hit him with a right hand. You froze him. You're a goddamn puncher. Get on him. It's not like you're Paulie Malignaggi and you can't hurt him. So it's like, all right, I want to. You're Hamza Shiraz. Go get him out. Go stay on the front foot. Step forward. Step forward. You hurt him. Step to the fire. Bring the fight to him. You can knock him out. You can hurt him. You can change the fight right here. But he didn't want to do it. He just wanted to land the jab, land the right hand, and say, okay, I'm not going to risk getting countered. You're fighting for a world title, son. Go win the title. Go beat him up. Like it was frustrating to watch. You're fighting for your first ever world title and you're being out hustled. That's not okay. That is not okay. That all being said, I still had money on my scorecard. I thought Sean Porter speaking up was so that the viewers would not be shocked that otherwise they were all saying Adames. I scored it for Adames. I scored it for. I'll go watch it back. I scored it. Can we watch it back? I'm sure we can, right? I scored it for Shiraz. I scored it on his jab. I scored it on the ring general strip, and I scored it on his accurate punching. He was making Adames miss. Like, I understand why you would score for Adames. I'm not. I understand why someone would score for Adames. I scored it for Shiraz. What do you think about Bernard Hopkins, Sean Porter, and other commentators calling Virgil Ortiz victor? Did they? Virg is my dude, so like I'm so focused in on the Bernard Hopkins. God dang. Oh. Bernard, that's your fighter. That's your only good fighter left in your stable. And Bernard's my boy. I love Bernard. But Bernard, come on, my dude. Come on. You can't do that. That's your number. That's your ace in the hole. That's the future of your business. You call him Victor Ortiz instead of Virgil? It's not good. It's not good, Sagu. It's not good. I thought it was a bad weight cut or he was injured. Who are we talking about? Hamza? We talking about? I don't know. I don't know. I just thought he didn't like exchanging with Adames and changed his approach to the fight from instead of trying to win the fight, he was just trying to do enough to win a round. That's what I saw. Hi, mate. Bad decision with better BF. All right, make sure you vote in the poll. Make sure you vote in the poll. Humble Crumble. Hi, mate. Yeah, I thought better BF won the fight. I knew the decision was going to be close. I wasn't shocked. I don't want to call it a robbery. I don't think Bivol Better BF was robbed. I voted for Better BF. I thought Better BF. I'll go over the rounds again. If you guys weren't here, I'll go shortly. I'll go over the rounds with you. I'll let you know what rounds I scored for Better BF. Better BF got me all the L's. Here we go. How we doing? Here we go. Humble Crumble. Some of the scorecards are crazy, wild. Oh, the first big fight, the Buatsi fight. I didn't score Buatsi and yes, I did. Buatsi and Callum Smith. I scored it a draw. Probably Callum Smith won. How did y'all have that? That was a great fight, man. That was some fight. That seems like another day ago, right? That seems like so long ago. That was early this afternoon. I had Adames easy 8-4. The draw is crazy. Okay, well, I'm going to tell you this, David. I had Shiraz 7-5. I know Muscles had 7-5 Shiraz too. Like, God, that's a difficult. Look, you can have. I said you can have it 116, 112 Adames. I would have no problem with that scorecard. None. But the rounds are close. What are you looking for? If you think Adames' aggression is effective, then there you go. 116, 112 Adames is a fine scorecard. If you think his aggression wasn't really that effective and you preferred the ring generalship of and the sharp boxing skills of Shiraz, you had Shiraz, and I had Shiraz. I thought Shiraz won. I didn't have any idea how the scorecards were going to go. I thought Shiraz won the fight. 115, 113 on my card. In the second round, Sierra Train already told him he is winning the world title, and he wasn't doing much. And then by the end of the fight, they were telling him he had to go for it, which I agreed with. Like, you're letting this slip, son. Like, you really are. Like, this is your opportunity to win a world title, and you were letting it slip. It was a bad look. It was bad. I saw the robbery coming and cashed out. There's a lot of money backing on Shiraz. Yeah, that's why I thought worst case scenario, he gets a robbery of a decision, but I didn't see it like that. I thought the fight was extremely close, and I thought the scorecards were extremely close. So I'm not faulting the judges in this. I thought the judges were fine. What a pay-per-view. There you go. World of Wrestling. Correct. That was a hell of a pay-per-view. Here we go. Fight card worth every penny. Got dang right. Here we go. If the same fight would have happened the other way around, Shiraz would have won easily. That's an interesting point, David. I wouldn't have scored a fight. I don't look. You're talking to. I don't have a dog in the fight here, guys. I had Bivol winning 15-13. It's a fair scorecard. I had 15-13, 16-12 better. BF. Thoughts on the referee warning? Yeah, okay. Excellent question, Sugu. That was BS. Look, I texted Muscles about this. Everyone scored a fight for Verge. Everyone had it for Verge. I had it 16-12 Verge, 8-4. But yeah, no, Sugu is right. Look, I understand the fight's in the balance potentially in the last round. You can't give someone 4 final warnings. You have to take a point. You can't say the rules don't apply because the fight is in the balance. No, I understand the fight is tight. I understand it's close. He kept warning him. You have to take a point there. I don't care if it turns the fight. He's cheating. He's breaking the rules. He has to have a point taken from him. I thought that was nonsensical. And it's not because I'm a Verge guy. It's because, why are you – that's the point of taking a point, is to get the guy to stop fouling. If he loses the fight because he's fouling, he'll stop fouling. You have to take a point there. You've warned him. You've given him, like you said, 3 final warnings and then a 4th final warning. It's enough. You have to take a point. I don't care if you think he could change the outcome of the fight. That's not your job. You're not the judge. You have to take a point. It's like in the NBA. They're saying the refs should swallow their whistles in the last couple of minutes. No, they shouldn't. They should call a foul. If you're fouled, then you call the foul. I don't care if it changes the outcome of the game. You're fouling. You're cheating. You're breaking the rule. I have to penalize you. That's my job. My job isn't to decide that the judges have it so close that this 1 point might change their outcome. That's not my job. I have to have control of this fight, and this guy is fouling like crazy. I have to take a point, and you do. What up, BC? What up, BC? That's embarrassing. The Sixers. I got it recorded, so I'm going to check it out after this. I'm gonna watch it after this. Sugu, I don't even remember Callum Buatsi. It was so long ago, but I remember having Cal. Yeah, that seems like another lifetime ago, doesn't it? It was earlier this morning. It seems like so long. What a great day of boxing, though, huh? Really, what a great day of boxing. We got another great weekend of boxing coming up as well next week. I think Adames took over and outlanded him. Why? Big Robert. Okay. That's going to be a poll for tomorrow or something. I'm going to take a poll on all of these. Yes, Virgil. Yeah, everyone have Virgil. Surprised he can keep his long skinny arms up that long. We all knew better beef and Bivol would have it. Well, I think it's almost certain that we're getting a 3rd fight. So I would be very confident on that. Adames started getting Shiraz in headlocks. That's how dominant he was. Yeah. So you guys saw Shiraz being beat down in that fight? I didn't see that. Louis Neary tonight. Louis Neary tonight? Louis Neary tonight. Let me look this up. All right, guys, remember, we hit 2 locks today. If you are a Patreon, remember to tip your gambling advisor. I gave you 2 locks. I gave you a lock of the week, and I gave another second parlay last night. That hit as well, so I gave you guys 2 locks. If you are not a Patreon, that's okay. Become a Patreon. Oh, it's on ESPN Knockout. Promoter who – Fernando Beltran is the promoter. Fernando Beltran. I don't know who that is. Tijuana-based promoter. He promotes a lot. All right. Yeah, Louis Neary tonight fighting on ESPN Knockout. I don't get ESPN Knockout in the States, but if you do, check out Louis Neary tonight. Next week, big week as well. I'm going to go live again tomorrow or tonight probably. I'm also finna give y'all the, not the Nakatani video, but the Tsumi versus Higa video. So I'm going to have that video out for you tonight. And then let's take an all too soon look at next week. Let's look at what we got going for next week. Gosh, we got a lot next week, man. All right. Let me close all this out. Nakatani Susumi, parlay, minus 233. Not terrible. This concerns me, though. I'm not done with this video. Could he win? I don't know. Eduardo Hernandez, Craig Richards, Lewis Crocker, Lopez, Hurd, Tellez, and Julian Williams. We're going to be betting on that. Alberto Puello and Sandra Martin. It's a good card, man. Tank Davis, Lamont Roach, Subaru Matias, Venezuela. We got a lot that we can bet on. We got a lot. Huh. This is going to be an interesting week as well. This is going to be an interesting week. Guys, let me know if you have any questions, comments, thoughts, anything like that. Questions, comments, thoughts, super chats. Tip your gambling advisor who's getting you straight paid. Don't forget to get your gambling advisor straight paid because he's getting y'all straight paid. Let me get through some of these and I'm going to wrap. According to CopyBox, Adames outlanded Shiraz in the ninth in the ninth out of the last 10 rounds and landed 90 power punches, with Shiraz landed 98. All right, like that's not. I scored the fight how I scored it. I scored it on the jab and the ring generalship of Shiraz. Like, okay, I'm not mad at you for scoring it for Adames. I just didn't. I understand how you got that. I do. I don't think it's a bad scorecard at all. Thoughts on Jas Padley saying Shakur has no power. He just had no condition. That's why he went down. No lies detected. Padley was getting clobbered, right? But he was standing up to it until the very end. So, no lies detected, I would say, Sagu. Who you got, Virgil or Backroom? Oh, Verge. I think Verge, spicy take of the day. Verge would be Crawford at 54. I think Verge would be Crawford at 54. I think Verge is. Hey, Muscles is in the house. What up, Muscles? Muscles is checking in with us, checking in from the casino. Muscles got straight paid today. Appreciate you, Muscles. Everyone walks away this time not upset about the overall decisions. These are close matches. I agree. I wasn't really upset about any of the decisions. Hit 5K after hitting 21 last week. That's 26K the last 2 weeks for my man Muscles. Appreciate you, Muscles. Appreciate you. What you think of the Shakur fight? The Shakur fight was what it was. Like I said, Padley is not a bad fighter. I think if he had a full camp, I think he could have went the distance. You guys make fun of him for being an electrician. Like you got to pay the bills, and he comes from humble beginnings. He had to put it all on the line to fight Chamberlain. He got the upset decision there. He's a good fighter. Is he going to be a world champion? Probably not, but he's a good fighter. He's not going to win. He's not going to beat Shakur Stevenson, of course, but he's a good fighter. I thought Shakur did what he was supposed to do. I think Shakur dominated the fight he was supposed to dominate and stopped the guy he was supposed to stop. I picked him to stop. People laughed at me. Shakur by stoppage. He's fighting a guy with no conditioning, who's levels below. Yeah, Shakur by stoppage. All right. If you guys have any last-minute questions, comments, thoughts, super chats, leave them now. Or forever hold your peace. Just to give you an update, I will be going live tomorrow. And I will be dropping the Higa Susumi fight. I will be dropping that video tonight. Higa Susumi is Monday. You guys can check that out, but I will be dropping that video tonight. Yeah, tonight. All right. Stevenson's brittle hands are going to be a concern for near future. Yeah. Yeah, he may become a once-a-year fighter because he has to go through so much maintenance after the fight with his hands. He may become a once-a-year fighter. That's just be what it is. Padley surprised me with his heart. He even took around. Yeah, he did. I told you that he's not a bad fighter. He's not a bad fighter at all. All right, guys. Appreciate everyone stopping by. I'm going to wrap now. If there are no further questions, comments, thoughts, super chats, I'm going to end this now. I do appreciate. Let me check my poll. And you guys have, oh, wow. 67% say Bivol won. 13% said Beterbiev won, and 20% sure. So overwhelmingly, you guys think Bivol won the fight. I'm not surprised by that at all. I am not surprised by that in the least. I'm going to end the poll now, and I'm going to head on out. All right. It is, what is it? February 22nd. How about the heavyweights, Kyle? The heavyweights. Yeah, Bacoli taking that fight is ridiculous. Bacoli should have never taken that fight. I did throw a small bet on Parker by points. It was paying like plus 350. That was like the one bet I lost. I also threw some money on Beterbiev and Bivol draw. I threw some money on that. Oh, I thought that was going to hit. I really did. I really thought that was going to hit. But I also told y'all to bet Bivol live. I told y'all to bet Bivol after the 6th round. I said bet Bivol live betting. He's going to win. You would have gotten him plus 180. And that hit. So, but what I think of the heavyweights? Bacoli, I thought should have not taken that fight. That was ridiculous. He does have a fight with FA. I guess if he beats FA, all's well that ends well. He's right back where he started from. Right? And then Ajit Kabayal, I saw that coming. My only concern was, does he get knocked out when he opens up, right? Like, because he got dropped. But I knew that fight was going to get knocked out. But Agit looked good. I kind of saw that coming. That was like my instinct was Agit was going to stop him. My only concern was, it's heavyweights. He's fighting Zhang. Does he get tattooed? Does he get drilled? And the fight end when he is opening up, because he was going to come forward. He was going to throw combinations. He was going to open up. He was going to put himself in harm's way. And he got knocked down, but he didn't get knocked out. So, yeah, I thought Agit looked good. I think Agit's going to be a problem. I don't think he'll be Usyk or anything like that. But Agit looked good. And the fight went pretty much the way I thought it would. If you watch Zhang, he's fatigued. He go to his body like Agit does. I saw this coming, and Agit really attacked that body, man. Like that, the blueprint, the game plan was beautiful. That's exactly how I would have blueprinted a fight with Zhang. And Agit got the stoppage. All right, y'all. I'm gonna wrap this. Appreciate everyone dropping by. February 22nd, 2025, from Texas to the world. Thank you, and God bless.
Don't miss a tweet, post, story, or video. 3D Boxing is on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. Hit the subscribe button now to stay inside the ring.